WGC is one of the 9 constituencies under UNFCCC. We saw the need to create a feminist space within the UNFCCC mechanism so that women in all their diversity can find ways in which they can collectively engage, advocate, and making sure the decision that comes from UNFCCC are gender transformative, one, and their solutions are amplified within those spaces. Last year, Women in Gender Constituency supported the formation, development, and support of the African Feminist Task Force.
I'm really proud that we're able to come together as African Feminist Task Force on climate justice because it was bringing together the unheard voices. We're also able to come up with a common position and the demands that really took into account the lived realities of women and girls in all their diversity who are the front line of the climate crisis.
So the African Feminist Task Force asked for 27 demands. These demands were broadly grouped, I think, into 6 categories.
There are great lessons to learn from how the African Feminist Task Force raised awareness to bring visibility and educate the public. We realized to also engage with African gender negotiators and create that moment where there was dialogue between civil society and the African gender negotiators. The second major achievement was the fact that regardless of our differences, our diversity, were able to come together and build that momentum towards COP27.
Maintenant, à la fin, il faut évaluer qu'est-ce qu'on a eu. On avait 27 revendications et maintenant, qu'est-ce que nous avons à la fin de la COP27? Nous avons eu quelque chose parce que les plans d'action genre ont été pris en compte. Mais il reste, quand on fait le plan d'action genre, il reste à avoir les ressources pour le mettre en œuvre. Donc je pense que c'est à ce niveau que nous devons encore travailler. Surtout aussi à bien regarder les compensations pour les pertes et préjudices. Là, il faut qu'on regarde encore une plateforme beaucoup plus ambitieuse et pour qu'on puisse avoir à la COP28 encore beaucoup d'avancées.
One thing that we really learned is starting early and engagement and full participation also means creating spaces where we are learning, but also spaces where we are also allowing expression of the impacts, understanding the language and the technicalities and the tactics that we need to use to be able to influence political process.
The challenge is how do we break that silo between civil society and the state, who are actually those who negotiate on our behalf, building that trust. And we saw that there is need for that continuous conversation with the gender negotiator because there is that divide because of the lack of understanding.
This year, MENA region will host the COP. So from Africa, where COP27 was hosted last year in Egypt, to UAE, where COP28 will be hosted, we as WGC, we were ready to support the transition of African feminists and handing over the leadership to the MENA feminists from COP27 to COP28.
Et nous pensons aussi, cette dynamique que nous avons créée est du Moyen-Orient, des féministes du MENA, pour les aider à impulser cette même dynamique et nous allons ensemble faire quelque chose pour l'Afrique. Et nous pensons que la langue ne devra pas être une barrière parce que déjà, nous, dans le groupe de travail des féministes, nous avons des anglophones, nous avons des francophones, nous avons des lusophones. Et la langue ne nous a pas empêchés d'être ensemble et de fédérer nos revendications.
The momentum should not just slow down, rather we have to intensify how we build around raising awareness, climate education, and also building that movement around advocating for a strong feminist climate outcome from COP.